I want to show you some of my paper. Okay, so I got origami paper, but these are the plain solid colors. Okay, so they're good if you mix your colors with maybe white, white, and if you use some of these pearlescent colors on your crayon, it'll show up. Okay, now these are powdered pigments, and you can mix it in with your crayon collection. So this is a good collection of colors. This one is series 2. There's a few. You can actually buy the actual the big collection. With, I don't know how many they have, but this one has 12. And as you can see, there's gold, there's purple, there's pink, there's blue. So this is nice. Okay. So now there's origami paper, solid colors, different colors right there. And then I have my collection of this is sticky backs. Okay, so that's what do you call that? I have a few other like this. You can get this, the mailing labels, and this one has 3 1/3 by 4 inch, 600 labels. So that's, you'll get busy. Now there's set that aside. This in my trusty folder. Let's see what I have here. These are like resume cardstocks. Okay, this one is perforated business card size. It's hard to see the perforation. I don't want to waste it. So, but these are see that perforations right there? See that? See that? So you can design on this if you want. It's cardstock. What else do I have here? More mailing labels, more labels. Okay, see that? Now I have resume paper. Oops. Let's see, what type of paper do I have here? Is that the resume paper here or something? They're like all different textures, so you can play with that. Okay, let's put it back here. Now I have glossy, almost cardstock, but it's kind of thinner than cardstock. Let's see, it's gloss coated. So this ream has 250 sheets. Now we'll use a few of this right now today. See that? It's kind of glossy. It's almost like cardstock, but it's not. Okay, it's still flexible. So, okay, we'll set a few aside. Okay, let's take 2. Put it on the side so we can work on them. Okay, now there is this one I like. Flex number 65 flex cover. What is this? Okay, number 65 flex cover. Now this is what we've been playing with. see the flecks? They're all different colors. Like, see that? And it's not textured, it just has those flecks, so that's good. And then I have my bond paper. It's just regular bond paper for printing out. I use it on my printers, my laser printers, so multi-use. Any type of paper is good. Any bond paper is good. Okay, you can. Now here's resume paper, linen. It's watermarked. It's linen. There's a crisscross pattern or texture that you can. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you do. But it's linen. Okay, it's linen texture. I would. I can use this for. I would use this for making stationery. So I'll show you how it's done. Okay. So we'll set 2 sheets aside for us to work with. Okay, I think that's my current paper collection I can show you right now. Let's take the 5 sheets here so we can pad our working table. You can see right there, see. You don't want that to, you don't want the crayons to ruin your, whatever table you're using. Actually, this can be removed. I'm just lazy. Okay. So that's our padding. Now let me show you what I have too. Another thing that I have is my paper cutter. Good oaks. I don't want to move my camera too much. So, okay, let's set this aside. Okay, this is our linen paper, right? So here's my suggestion to you. Print your headline, print your letterhead, logo or whatever, somewhere, you know, on the paper. You can do 2 up, and then this is 11 inches. So what you do is cut it at 5.5. Okay. 5.5 right there. Okay, good enough. So now we have 4 to work with the linen texture. What I normally do is place the design here, right there, in the lower left. Because when you write something, you tend to sign your name around here, see? So, dear somebody, blah, 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 I'm very interesting, you like what I do, I'm a good friend, love, your name, I think. So you got 4 sheets now. We'll play with. Okay, here's same thing, you know, this is the glossy paper that we have. So let's cut it into 4, just so we can work with it later. Oopsie, oopsie, behave. Now this is 11, so we'll cut it at 5.5. Okay. And let's look for this one. Now let's make okay, this is the speckled cardstock. Okay, that's the one with the speckles. Okay, see that? So you know what? Okay, let's see. We're gonna make bookmarks. So it's a good size bookmark. That's good. That would be good, right? Okay, so what's a good length of a bookmark? Let's do 5.5. Okay, let's do 5.5. Okay, and then so this is 8.5. Let's do 2-inch bookmarks. Two inches wide. Okay, so 2 inches. Or we can do 1.5, just to see a variety. And so that's 2 inches, 1.5. Let's do another 1.5. And let's see what we have left. 1.5. Okay. So we got 4 wide ones and 6 small ones. Okay. So we'll play with that. Now let me show you what I have here. It's a corner rounder. And it's what brand is that? It's a McGill. Okay. So let's round our bookmarks. How do you do that? You do that right there, see? Now you make sure it's aligned right. There you go. Oh, nice. Okay, see that? So let's keep doing it. That's a nice rounded corner. See all that? Now we're assuming that I got it right. Okay, let's try doing 3. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay, good. Maybe 2. It's 2. Gets kind of hard to press. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's leave. Oh no, see that? It's not exact. See, made a mistake. Okay, let's see that now. Much better. Okay, let's leave this with this at the bottom. Oh no. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Let's. Oh, I guess you can like see that from right there. So what you do is you look for the center right there, and then align your corner to the corner. That's good. Okay, let's do this. Oops. Let's try this on a smaller bookmark. Okay, so I'll be back with more light, with better, brighter lighting, and we'll start making some crayon designs. Okay. Valzubiri, and I'd like to tell you about the valzubiriagenda. So my idea was to self-publishing. You know, self-publishing is now accepted. It's been a decade. Okay, and what you can do is self-publish your works, and I have an example. And self-publish your something about yourself, which is the best thing I can recommend is write your memoirs and your biographies. So right now I have four memoirs. Okay, all different stories and whatever. So these are all mine, and I'm okay now. Just wanna show you how you can one up the competition, right? So I was telling myself I can write one memoir, but somebody can do that too, you know. So before I came out and start promoting anything, I wrote four memoirs, and now I have four. I can write more. Okay, now here's how to one up your competition. This guy has 273 works, right, Richard? So it's kind of like, hey, you know what? It's gonna be a thick book, and it's gonna be $59.95. So I said, I decided to shuffle his works. So all this is his works, and I reshuffled them and split them in two. So now he's got volume 1 and volume 2 of the same pages. Only they're reshuffled, and now he can sell each book for $37.95. So that's something you can do. Come up with 3 books because you can, you know, instead of just one. You know, if I were a really mean publisher, I'd say, hey, you know what, I can only give you one book. But now he's got 3, and he's 72 years old now. We did this when he was 70 years old, 2 years ago, and he still cannot believe that he's got 3 books on Amazon. Okay, now I have 4 titles on Amazon. Okay, now because my art is kind of slower, I make dolls from porcelain, and I make them from scratch, and then I put clothes on them and whatever. I'd like to make a proposal to investors that I'd like to include a diorama to make my works like dioramas. with the dowels, and then I'd be able to incorporate precious metals and gemstones into the work, and that's how I would like to justify my prices. Okay, now here's something else. Once you've written one, you'd want to write more. Okay, once you have this guy, for example, I designed this book, Jerry Miller. Okay, so he wrote this 2 years ago in 2014. Yeah, 3 years ago, and then he wrote a second one, and now he's 72 years old with his twin brother, and so basically what I'm saying is once you start writing one, you'll get to write another one, because it's fun, and it'll help your art if it's a memoir. And so I'm gonna be releasing 2 books in January about this valzubiriagenda, and to give you things, give you some pointers on how to write, how to emotionally deal with your writing, and how to be a little more technical when it comes to publishing books. Let me. I don't want to show you Jerry's face, okay? But Jerry came out with. He told me he had a book, and I said, okay, I'll help you when you're done writing. He didn't. He didn't call me like until he got this put in to online. Createspace.com. Look at that. It's got a lot of empty spaces here. A lot of line and a half, and a lot of space here. It's not good, right? Look at the cover. The back cover is doesn't even have the spine, and then he's got this design on his cover. Okay, I don't want to show his face too close. So I helped him. Okay, so now this looks better. See. Now you need to do all these technical things. Be aware of these things, and I'll teach you. So basically, you're not even like a writer, and I'll teach you how to write, and I'll teach you how to become your own publisher. There is something else. Okay. I'm gonna show you and explain to you what goes on with publishing books. Look at that. So that's page 59. Let's go look at page 59 over here. Okay, see that? It's something to do with the embedding of fonts. Okay. See. So these things you need to know, and I'll teach you, and it's really simple. Some people make it think it's a mystery to publish. It's not, Okay, so there's something else too. With the valzubiriagenda, I am suggesting for people to double their price, make an announcement of their scarcity. So for every price point, you're gonna make an announcement of how many art pieces you're gonna do at those price points, right? Now here's 100,000 to start, because art is unregulated. You can keep doubling the price. And so if the artist says that the current price that he's asking for is, or she is asking for, is $1,600,000, then everyone's price would be at that point, right? So everyone's potential revenue would be the difference between the current street value and the cost of acquisition. So let me show you that here. Okay, so this is the price, and the green would be the potential revenue. If this is the cost of acquisition, then this is the potential revenue. If this is the street market value right now. Okay, so now look at this. If the person succeeds, see that? That's the cost of acquisition, and then this is the street, the potential revenue, which you can report in your financial statements. That you have you bought something here, and now it's reached here. So there's a potential revenue, and that can be part of your report in your financial report. Okay, so now let's say you're a homeless person, right? And you're a street artist and you're charging people at $5. So see that it can reach 2,560 in 10 steps. See, so you can say, hey, I'm gonna make 100 pieces at $5, and then $10, 100 pieces, and then another 100. So by this is by the and then after this you can say, hey, I'm gonna retire. Okay, so this is per piece. See, so there's money to be made only if it trends and people start accepting this. Okay, now look at this number. That starts at 100, and in 10 iterations, it reaches $51,200,000 per piece. Okay, now here's something else. If you get your pen and paper and try to do 1,600 pieces all the way to here, right? So this would be on here, it'll be like 1,440 pieces at this thing. Now the 1,141st will be this street market value, right? This asking price. So if you look at that and you go like this and you do like 1,600, so 1,440 up to here, and then this is the price that you're calculating on, you'll get 60, just a little over $60 billion from that one single artist. And guess who got in trouble for not coming up with $60 billion? Bernie Madoff. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if only Bernie Madoff contracted with an individual who's still unknown, who starts at this price, he'll reach like $80 billion less the cost of acquisition here. So he'll have a net of like about $64 billion, something like that. Get your pen and paper, and you'll know that I'm right. So what I'm saying is, if you're in trouble and you need money, and you can get it through art, and if you get something here, all you need to do is to wait for the next iteration of the price, and you can tell your people that the investment just doubled. And then you can resell the art for maybe if it's 25 asking price, then you can say approach your friend and say, I'm gonna sell you my art for $20 billion. It's at $20 million. So you give a discount, right? And that's what happens. Okay, now you don't only give discounts, you also give commissions. If somebody knows a bank that needs a lot of money, and that bank can purchase like 200 works from an artist, then that artist should give that person a commission if he can connect him or her to this bank. See, so you give away commissions. Now here's the thing. There are corporations that need money right now. There are national agencies that need money right now. And there are countries that need money right now. There are local agencies, government agencies who can't even pay the pension of their retired former employees. So they need money, and they need money creatively. And the way to do that is art, and make sure that you give commissions to those people who deserve a commission and deserve, if you have $20 million, you give away $4 million. That can set somebody for life, Okay, so I guess that's it, so I'll see you soon, and thank you for listening, and follow me, because every once in a while I'll go live and then explain this more to you.